Microsoft has revealed xCloud pricing and took a few more jabs at Sony. It has been a big week of Xbox news, if that is what you're into. Earlier this week, we got Xbox Velocity architecture information, which you can find that, just scroll back on this channel and you'll find a video on that one. And today, Microsoft is talking, well, all about you. At least that is the way they are framing the post that Phil Spencer put up today. But here's the deal. Microsoft is revealing how they are going to bring xCloud to retail. Now, the name is more than likely still going to change, but Microsoft is going to be including xCloud into Game Pass Ultimate. So for $15 a month, or whatever you paid, or however you get Game Pass Ultimate, sometimes referred to as GPU, it's going to be included. That is great. That means Microsoft is not going to be adding more money to it, at least not yet. And from day one, when it's available, xCloud is just going to be part of Game Pass Ultimate. That's just the easiest way to describe it, which is great news because that means you get access to more than 100 titles. Actually, I think it's quite a bit further north than 100, but whatever, for that $15 a month. And you can play it anywhere. Obviously, bandwidth caps, being the major holdback on this, but Microsoft sees the path to retail and they are starting to talk about that. Still not talking about the exact launch date for their next generation consoles or pricing yet, but at least we know xCloud is coming. It's going to be in Game Pass Ultimate and you're not going to have to pay any more for it. That is just one more piece of the puzzle that Microsoft is dropping on us this week. Now, that is not the only thing that Microsoft is talking about. They're talking about sort of their plans about how, well, Xbox is all about you. It's sort of a feel-good post, I should say. But Microsoft is giving us a little bit more information. First things first, they are not going to force people to buy an Xbox Series X if they want to play a next generation game. Meaning, from their own studios, they're not going to launch, let's just say Forza, the next generation Forza, only on the Series X. It will be playable on all versions of the console that Microsoft is actively supporting. So keep that in mind, that Microsoft is not going to make you buy a Series X on day one if you want to play Halo Infinite. That's just good news, and not all that surprising given Microsoft's new strategy of hopefully selling games and services rather than selling actual Xboxes. But it's just a consumer-friendly approach. The other consumer-friendly approach, and Microsoft not holding back on Sony on this one, is saying that, hey, all of your Xbox One gaming accessories, bring them on down. They are coming to the Series X. They are going to be supported. And they specifically say, unlike others, we believe that your investments in gaming should move with you into the next generation, which is great. But there's one caveat what's a little awkward. If you own a Microsoft Kinect, it's not, you can't bring it with you, and those games aren't going to work either. Kinect's relationship to the Xbox is officially, fully, and absolutely dead with the next generation console. Kinect was a dream that didn't materialize. I still love the idea of what Kinect is, but Microsoft just was a little too heavy-fisted in trying to force that down our throats, and it never really caught on because, like most people, I like to sit my butt down on the couch and just play games. I don't want to be flailing my arms around, so keep that in mind. The other nice thing that Microsoft is doing for games that are supporting smart delivery, you'll be able to upgrade at no additional cost. This is really, this is the one that, of all the announcements today, this is the one that I think is the best, because here's the deal. If you buy a game and it's in the smart delivery, which allows you to download the right game for your platform rather than downloading a huge update that doesn't always support your stuff, you don't have to re-buy the game. Meaning, if you have, let's just say you buy Halo Infinite on your Xbox One X and you play it for a year or two, and then you go out and you splash some cash and you buy that Series X. Well, you're not going to have to rebuy your game to get it in the 4K higher resolution that you really want. It's just going to happen. It's just going to arrive. You don't have to rebuy your game. That is such a consumer benefit and positive thing that we have not always seen. I know that there are absolutely people out there like myself who have bought the same game multiple times because they're on different versions of the same family of consoles to try to get the better graphics and better performance. That is going away for the titles that you are going to love. So that is sort of the bigger news out of the Xbox camp this week. It's really just about making things more consumer friendly with smart delivery. One, reduces the bandwidth that's going to be coming down. Two, you don't have to rebuy your games. Three, you don't have to rebuy your accessories. They will just come along as long as it's not Kinect. And you don't have to upgrade to Series X on day one if you want to play those exclusives. That's your quick wrap up of what Phil talked about today, and we'll be back next time news drops.